As I mentioned in the last video, I have some good news and some bad news. I don't want to break out the WWE. I'm afraid I've got some bad news. Not really. It's not that bad. It's more just like me trying to be transparent and keeping it real. While I'm doing this, I'm going to show you a little bit of the Legends rosters. I've put together a lot of the rosters as so far, so you see some of these teams, Sonics with the Thunder or whatever. So, all right. So I know exactly, I finalized my list, right, of players that I'm going to create as well as players I'm going to update. I'm not going to actually share the whole list because I think it's kind of cool. I don't know. I've had some people come and say, hey, I don't want to really know. I like being surprised when I see who's in the different episodes. So I'm not going to tell that. But what I will say is that I have 44 more guys to create. So this is kind of the good news. 44 more guys to create to finish this roster. Now, I have 16 more guys to update their ratings. Okay. As I've been going, I've been doing 3 guys per episode. I'm probably going to continue to do that, I think. But what I don't, that's probably what I'm going to do is continue to put 3 guys up per episode and just work through it as fast as I can to get it done. The bad news is that I don't believe that I'm going to be finished with this by the 25th. I don't anticipate it's going to be much longer than that. I would say maybe a week at the most over that. But I really, just to be totally honest, it make no sense to me lying to people saying something's going to be something that is not. I don't think that it's going to be finished that quickly. So the problem here's the thing with that. I'm going to, this is going to be finished. There's no doubt. There's not going to be any breaks or anything like that taken. I'm going to work this straight through. But there's something that I did not take into consideration, and I probably should get punched in the face for this. But my wife's birthday is today, right? And, we're going out, we're going to hang out, do some stuff, you know what I mean? And I'm going to be kind of, locked in oh, my God, Michael Jordan. I'm going to be, what in the world? Now this is being live recorded. I had no idea. What in the world kind of slam was that? Gee, I don't even know if that was good or bad because it looked kind of unrealistic, but gee willikers. That was crazy. But anyway, yeah, I'm locked into the family mode right now, of course, and it's not a bad thing. It's a blessing. It's a blessing to have, somebody that you love. So it wasn't enough of that type of lesson talk. 3, but it is. So I'm not gonna be able to work straight through this. I'm gonna have to stop for a second. I'm probably only gonna be able to get to a video or so a day through the weekend, maybe even less. But we're still on task with this here. And of course, you guys probably know, I got a lot of other responsibilities too, writing, family and all that kind of stuff, school. So I got a lot of stuff, going on or whatever. But it's not going to make this roster not get completed. So that definitely is something that's going to happen. Oh, almost a goaltending by A-Train. But yeah, so it's going to happen. So in terms of how I'm going to roll out the episodes, I think I'm going to go ahead and stick with what I've been doing in regards to the 3 guys per thing. I think it's pretty cool. It allows me to do the hint and all that, which, you guys are so basketball savvy and internet savvy. It doesn't take y'all long to get the answers to these clues at all. So that's going to continue to happen. But when it comes to the updates, I'm going to, that's going to happen. But I'm not gonna. I don't think I'm gonna do like a whole. It's no need because I'm not changing the way they look for the guys on the updates. So I'm not gonna do like a whole video for them. Like 3 videos or whatever. I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna do one video probably at the very end that says, "Hey, here's the guys that were updated. Here's what I took their ratings to," kind of a thing. And this is the A. Oh my God, Euro step. Michael Jordan can do anything on here. But yeah, it's going to be just like that. I'm going to do one video at the end that says, hey, here are the guys that I updated. And that's that. I can tell you guys now the people who will have their ratings updated. Chuck Person, I'm going to put him with the Pacers. I don't know what year yet, but I'm pretty sure he's going to be with the Pacers. He's on there with the old time Spurs right now, so he's going to be updated. Andrew Bynum is on in the free agent roster. He's going to obviously be with the Lakers. Rashard Lewis, I'm putting him with the what's going to be the Oklahoma City Thunder, but of course that would be from Sonic's time. And oh my God, Michael. Jason Richardson, he had a little bit more hair, but I'm going to still just update him and put him with Golden State. And then we got Gerald Wallace. He looks almost exactly the same. Oh, the Rain Man. He looks almost exactly the same, but I'm going to put him actually with the Charlotte Hornets because he goes with the Charlotte Bobcats because he's like, a lot of people don't realize he's probably the greatest Bobcat to ever live so far. I mean, Kimba and Al Jefferson might take that away from him in the next couple years, but thus far, he's the best. Oh, did he just trade Mike up? He did. Then we got Ben Gordon. I'm gonna update Ben Gordon, put him with the Bulls. Lamar Odom obviously with the Lakers. I'm gonna do Chauncey Billups, put him with the Pistons. We're going to do Richard Jefferson, update him and put him with the Nets. He looks pretty much the same. He might have had hair then. Another Net, Kenyon Martin. I'm going to read. Oh, that's a bad pass there. I'm going to put him with the Nets. Now, he did have hair some of that time, but we're going to go with the, he was bald at one point, hair at one point, but he had both looks with the Nets, so we're going to change that up. Andrei Kirilenko, going to put him with Utah. Going to update Emeka Okafor and put him with Charlotte. Dennis Johnson, who's on the game with the old school Celtics, and I'm going to update him. Actually, you know what? I'm changing my mind about that. What I may do, actually, you know what? I'm not. I'm going to stick with that Dennis Johnson probably because what I could do. I don't know. I don't know. I'm going to change. I don't know. I'm not just totally decided about that because what would probably be the right thing to do on that end would be to Jack Sigma from 3. No good. Oh, GP with the rebound. Give me that. Yeah, what would probably be the right thing to do would be to redo another Dennis Johnson and put him with the Sonics because that's really when he was his best. But then, of course, that would add one more guy that I got to redo, that I have to, create from scratch, more or less. So I may actually do that, to be honest. I may actually do that. So that would add one more, which is not going to be that significant of a change, but add one more. Carlos Boozer, I'm going to redo. I went back and forth on this, right? But when you look at Carlos Boozer's Utah statistics, I mean, man, he was 20-12, 20-11. You kind of have to. I mean, that's a really big jump from I'm losing this game. All of a sudden, I wasn't paying attention. Yeah, that's a really big jump from where he is now. So I figured, even though he looks almost exactly the same, I figure, that would be the right thing to do. So we're gonna change that. Also, Ricky Pierce is. I think I'm gonna just update him because he's on the old school Bucks, and I could recreate him, but he's right on that line of where would it even be worth it. So I think I'm going to just update him and just put it, leave it at that. We got Jerry Lucas also, who I'm going to just update because he's on that old Knicks team, but again, he's really a big difference from who he really was in his prime. He had years we averaged 20 points and 20 rebounds. So, and then the last one I'm going to update is Caron Butler. So I really don't see any changes coming from this whole setup. If there is a change coming at all, it would be from with like Ricky Pierce and Jerry Lucas. Those would be the only two that I may change my tune on and actually go ahead and recreate them from scratch. Especially now that I've set the proper expectation with you guys that this is not going to be February 25th anymore. That's a tough shot. Missed it. Oh, Mike was coming through to get sick. So it's not going to be that time anymore. So I feel a little bit more comfortable because my main thing is I want to do this right. I want to do this do it the right way. I want it to come off as realistic as possible, stick to my formulas and my little rules that I set as much as possible. So that's really that's my focus. So in order to do that and, stick with what I said I was going to do, my God, I'm getting run off now. I need to, I know I needed to have a little bit more time. So that's what I'm going to do. But outside of that, man, everything is going. I did not do that. Reggie. Outside of that, everything's going pretty good. The roster, definitely liking the way it plays. Oh, as you can see, the more prominent come on, Joe. The more prominent legends aren't like totally so dominant to the point where you just can't do anything with them. I mean, Mike is Mike, so that's what that is. But even though I'm not paying as much attention as I need to, look at Xavier McDaniel just checked in. Even though I'm not paying as much attention as I need to, in this game, I think if you have it up on a higher skill level, it's not gonna be as easy to win games as it is a lot of times just playing with the regular rosters, which I think is a cool thing. And if you do a fantasy draft, it's gonna be even cooler. So, because you won't have a totally dominant team. So, I think it's gonna be cool. But yeah, so I mean, I don't know, just in case, I'm having some people ask, I don't know what's going to be next. Lenny Wilkins bringing it up. Yes. So yeah, I mean, I really like everything, the way it plays. I mean, it's just really super smooth. And it's not like crazy to the point where, like everybody's doing this unrealistic stuff, because it's great players playing against great players. It's a little bit of a balance, but you don't get a lot of breaks. Guys gonna make shots. You don't get a lot of people missing easier buckets too much. And see, Reggie Theus just drains that shot from the top. So yeah, I mean, it's like I said, it's playing really cool, and I'm looking forward to sharing it with everybody. Want to see and hear everybody's feedback once I drop it. I've been sharing this on a forum on the Operation Sports forum, so you guys can chime in there if you feel more comfortable chiming in there than you do on YouTube. Oh, Ibaka. So yes, that's it for this particular update. I'm going to try to get a video out today. That may or may not happen. So you guys just stay tuned and stick with me, because I'm bringing it. Peace.